Good afternoon. Hope you're having a great Thursday. The time now is 12:35. I'm Julie Broughton. This is Take 6. So we just wrapped up the noon show, and now this is when we get to hang out a little bit longer and talk about what we're working on that you'll see on News 6 later today. And it's always nice to get to talk to our anchors, our producers, our investigators outside of the traditional news time when we only get, 2 minutes or so. So this we can go as long as we want, which is always nice. And News 6 investigator Louis Bolden is joining us. He is working on a story. And Louis, man, this is a troubling story. You were talking to families who have found out that they have lost a lot of money because of the Center for Special Needs Trust declaring bankruptcy. So this is complicated and really sad, too.
It is a heartbreaking story, Julie. We got some mixed minus here. I'm going to pull that back a little bit, but yeah, it's a heartbreaking story. The family found out about this when a bankruptcy filing happened in February. The Center for Special Needs Trust filed for bankruptcy in February. They received no letter explaining everything. All they received was the bankruptcy filing, and so everything we're going to talk about is based on what's in that filing. This family had $1 million, more than $1 million, with the Center for Special Needs Trust. That's a video of their building in St. Pete there. And this family, an Orlando family, had more than $1 million with this trust, and they got the money in a settlement. That is their daughter Jordan, and that's Carol Mulholland, her mother, who had a settlement. She was born like 19 weeks premature, and so they ended up suing for malpractice. And it took about 20 years to get that settlement, and they put all of that money with the Special Needs Trust at the advice of their attorneys. It turns out now that there is more than $100 million missing from this trust. There are more than 1,500 victims, according to the bankruptcy filing, across the country. And the leadership at the trust says that the founder of the trust, a man by the name of Leo Gavoni, um, basically transferred the money to other companies that he had control of. They say that in the bankruptcy filings that the transfer was unauthorized, that there is no documentation of the transfer, and that the board of directors was unaware of that at this time. So there was actually a bankruptcy hearing yesterday, and it was basically a Q&A for all of the beneficiaries to ask the U.S. trustee questions about what's next in this case.
Yeah, and what is next in this case?
Well, I got an email from the state attorney general's office. They said they are aware of the situation, and they said the proper investigating agencies have all been informed. So we're just going to have to wait and see. The first thing is the bankruptcy filing and trying to recover some of this money for these victims. And then after that, we will see where it goes from there. But I'm pretty sure that other people will be brought into the filings, will get lawsuits. The other people who are on this board, and the trustee said yesterday in the bankruptcy hearing that his job is to figure out who knew what when, and so that's what they're going to be trying to piece together over the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, and these families, I mean, my gosh, this money was intended to take care of their loved ones for forever. And so I just can't imagine the heartbreak and the panic as well that they are feeling with this.
And the family that we talked to, Carol Mulholland, she is very concerned because, as you said, this money was supposed to be for her disabled daughter to take care of her for the rest of her life. So her concern is if something were to happen to her and her husband, who is going to be there to support their disabled daughter? So it's heartbreaking. She said it was like a gut punch when she found out about it, that all of that money is gone, and they have no idea if or when they'll be getting it back.
Louis, what time can we see your full story?
It's coming up tonight at 11 o'clock.
All right, Louis Bolden, thank you so much.
No problem.
All right, let's get a check of your forecast now. We have been in a warmer than normal trend. Yesterday, we made it all the way up to 92 degrees in Orlando. We'll see our sea breezes come in, so we may not get quite that warm in Orlando, but still warmer than normal. Here's what it looks like for you as we check out our live radar. Scanning out right now, not finding any rain to track for us over our areas. However, you'll notice out over the Atlantic, we're seeing a few showers, so we may be able to squeeze out a few showers as our east and west coast sea breezes come inland. It looks like that sea breeze collision will happen over our western counties. Right now here at 12:39, we are sitting at 84 in Orlando. The Villages, you are already at 87 degrees. Even along the coast, you are quite warm. 82 in Melbourne, 84 in Daytona Beach, and 81 in New Smyrna Beach. Now, our rain chances, unfortunately, not too significant over the next several days. Just a few hit and miss showers. Our best chance of rain looks to be on Sunday, and even then, we're only talking about a 30% chance of showers. Now, today we'll go to a high around 90 in Orlando, 90 in Ocala, 90 in the Villages, 84 in Palm Coast, and 83 for your high in Melbourne. Here's our clouds and rain forecast. These are the models as we roll you through the afternoon hours. Notice by 5 o'clock, starting to see some of that sea breeze collision generally west of Orlando, and then the showers push off toward our west coast. And then as we head through the evening hours, partly cloudy skies. And then tomorrow you'll see a little bit of cloud cover at some point. And again, we'll be looking at a few isolated showers, but you'll see on the models really not squeezing out much for us for our Friday. Again, that best chance of rain for us comes on Sunday. So here's how it looks as we take you into your 7-day forecast. 90 today, 91 for our Friday. Saturday, 20% chance of showers with a high of 90. 30% for the rain chances on Sunday, and then we keep it pretty low as we head into next week. And I want you to look at Wednesday. We're talking about a high of 94 degrees on Wednesday. Looking at some of the longer range models, we may even get a little bit warmer than that if those models verify as we head toward the end of next week. Chief Meteorologist Tom Sorrells will talk more about that and more about that chance of rain headed our way on Sunday, starting on News 6 at 4. Lisa Bell, Ginger Gadsden, and I will see you on News 6 at 4 as well. If you have any questions or comments for us here at Take 6, head to clickorlando.com/take6. Let us know what's on your mind. We're so happy you stopped by, and I'll see you at 4.